The desert dust has settled on the Middle East swing, and the Dubai results didn't just rattle the Elite 10, they completely redrew the map for the entire tour. But before we dissect the top 30, we have to acknowledge a monumental leap. Alexandra Ayala has ascended to a breathtaking career peak at number 32. It is a watershed moment in her breakout year, and a history-making surge for Philippine tennis on the global stage. Hot on her heels, Jacqueline Christian hits her own personal ceiling at 33, silently stacking up wins. Right then, let's crack open the top 30. Anchoring the list at number 30 is China's Xinyu Wang, tallying 1,438 points, quietly slipping into the bracket with a three-step jump. Freed from the burden of defending massive points from Doha, she is climbing through sheer consistency and a brilliantly calculated calendar. Sitting at 29, Canada's Leylah Fernandez holds 1,548 points, nudging up a single rung even with a quieter week. Surviving until the round of 32 in Dubai proved enough to keep her moving forward. Meanwhile, Australia's Maya Joint claims the 28th spot with 1,549 points. She ticks up a notch despite bowing out in the round of 64, reminding us that this young prospect is still sharpening her weapons. Sliding back to 27, Ukraine's Marta Kostyuk sits on 1,584 points following a premature exit. While her ferocious ground strokes are lethal, finding a steady rhythm remains the puzzle. Just ahead at 26, Latvia's Jelena Ostapenko rises with 1,600 points, shrugging off an early defeat. Everyone knows that when her ball striking catches fire, she can tear through the standings in a heartbeat. Great Britain's Emma Raducanu lands at 25 with 1,645 points, dropping 55 markers after tumbling out in the round of 64. The reconstruction phase continues. Moving to 24, China's Zheng Qinwen slips back a single place, holding 1,758 points. While Dubai didn't bring glory, her thunderous serve and punishing forehand ensure she remains a nightmare for top-tier opponents. Russia's Anna Kalinskaya takes 23, banking 1,813 points and climbing a step despite exiting in the round of 32. Her effortless, pristine hitting mechanics suggest her trajectory is still pointing decisively north. Belgium's Elise Mertens secures 22 with 1,936 points, adding 55 to her tally, courtesy of a solid last 16 appearance. As dependable as they come, she is a perennial threat to reach the deeper rounds. At 21, we find Russia's Diana Schneider carrying 1,953 points. Holding firm after a round of 32 finish, the left-hander is visibly growing more comfortable, unleashing her heavy artillery. Crossing the threshold into the top 20, America's Emma Navarro stands guard with 2,405 points. Slipping one spot after an early departure, she has the bedrock skills, but needs those deep tournament runs to keep her ascent from stalling. At 19 sits Russia's Lyudmila Samsonova with 2,550 points, taking a minor tumble. Possessing one of the tour's most volatile serves, a return to quicker surfaces could ignite her comeback. American sensation Iva Jovic captures the 18th slot with 2,595 points, leaping 2 places after a compelling run to the round of 16. Barely 18, she is defending a meteoric rise. Meanwhile, Denmark's Clara Tauson holds 17 with 2,695 points. She suffers a brutal slide, shedding 435 points after a failed defense campaign. Her firepower is unquestionable, but the ranking volatility is real. Sitting at 16, the United States' Madison Keys clocks in with 2,351 points. Nudging up a spot and holding steady, she remains a player who can dismantle any opponent the moment her forehand finds its range. Japan's Naomi Osaka claims number 15 with 2,356 points, inching up and stabilizing as she hunts for that one deep tournament run to catapult her back among the giants. The Czech Republic's Linda Noskova occupies 14 with 2,421 points, absorbing a 150-point blow following an early departure. Despite the slip, she remains one of the most feared young ball strikers on the circuit. Karolina Muchova, also of the Czech Republic, lands at 13 with 2,668 points, sliding back as the math adjusts post-Doha. Her court coverage, tactical variety, and delicate touch are still nothing short of world-class. Switzerland's Belinda Bencic holds 12 with 2,898 points, creeping closer to the top 10 with a polished, tactically brilliant showing in the last 16. Knocking on the door at number 11 is Russia's Ekaterina Alexandrova, sitting on 2,918 points. Her flat, courageous ground strokes make her a perpetual threat regardless of her Dubai result. And now, we breach the top 10. Cracking the elite bracket at 10 is Canada's Victoria Mboko with 3,246 points, maintaining her career best standing following that breakthrough final in Doha. At 19, she has graduated from prospect to powerhouse. Meanwhile, Ukraine's Aryna Sabalenka commands the 9th spot with 3,845 points. She is the week's headline climber after a storming run to the Dubai final, highlighted by that legendary semi-final victory over Gauff. The veteran's renaissance is undeniably here. Sitting at 8 is Russia's Mira Andreeva, tallying 4,010 points. She takes a steep hit, erasing 785 points after a missed defense. At 18, she is learning that the weight of the rankings is heavy. Italy's Jasmine Paolini holds the 7th line with 4,047 points, taking a minor stumble following an early exit. Her versatile game ensures she remains a scrappy contender in every single battle. Surging to number 6, America's Amanda Anisimova banks 6,530 points. Leaping up by 363 markers after a semi-final tear in Dubai, the comeback is alive and well. Blending raw power with a steeled mentality, the United States' Jessica Pegula locks down the number 5 spot with 6,768 points. She rockets up the standings after seizing the Dubai 2026 trophy, her maiden WTA 1000 title of the year, locking in her status among the top 5 elite. Holding the 4th spot is America's own Coco Gauff, with 6,083 points, gaining 380 despite a heartbreaking semifinal defeat. She is now hunting down the podium. Sitting at number 3 is Kazakhstan's Aryna Rybakina, tallying a massive 7,253 points. Her momentum took a slight hit following a health scare that forced an early exit in the round of 16. The leading trio stands firm, but the gap is closing fast. Poland's Iga Swiatek defends the number 2 rank with 7,653 points. Although she dropped a few points and skipped the Dubai event, her position is secure, and the battle for the world number 1 crown is blazing hot. And standing alone at the peak is the unstoppable Aryna Sabalenka of Belarus, dominating the field with 10,870 points. She maintains an iron grip on the summit. There is no panic and no movement. Her reign continues unchallenged despite withdrawing from Dubai 2026. Thanks for tuning in. Smash that subscribe button to stay plugged in and catch every shocking twist in the 2026 WTA Championship saga.